My brother got me a job at a sweatshop, and when I tried to quit, the owner told me I'd signed away my freedom. What I found in his office put him in handcuffs. I design clothes and sew them, always have. My brother is 2 years older and all about making money. Since we were kids, I'd make clothes and jewelry, he'd sell them, keep most of the profit, and I never complained because he'd make my life miserable if I did. Then my brother starts college. He comes home talking about this clothing production workshop that needs skilled workers and pays per piece. He mentions age isn't an issue, and I'm excited because I'd be getting paid for something I do for free anyway. My brother and I take 2 buses to this industrial area. Inside, there's about 20 people hunched over sewing machines in this cramped room with flickering lights and no windows that smells like machine oil and sweat. The owner, this guy in his 30s with slicked back hair and a fake smile, immediately sits me at a machine. The first week is amazing. I'm making real clothes, getting $20 per finished piece, and the owner keeps complimenting my work. I'm bringing home almost $200 a day. However, I start realizing the environment isn't very worker-friendly. Workers aren't allowed bathroom breaks longer than 3 minutes. The owner locks the front door from the inside and keeps the only key in his pocket until it's time for the shifts to switch. One afternoon, a girl tries to leave early because she's throwing up, and the owner physically blocks the door until she finishes her quota. One day, I cut my finger on a machine and blood is dripping everywhere. The owner rushes over saying, "Why did you stop? Did you finish early?" I hold up my bleeding hand and he says, "Wrap that shit in paper towels and stop bleeding everywhere. You've got work to do. You can go to the hospital after you hit your numbers." I continue sewing while blood seeps through. At home, my brother explains, "That's how all jobs work. You don't get special treatment because you're a woman. You should be used to bleeding anyway." I trust him, but the next time I'm at work, I see the owner showing buyers a portfolio with 3 of my designs. They were simple drawings I did in my free time that the owner took from me weeks ago. When I mention it, the owner laughs. "Everything created in this shop belongs to me, including your little drawings." I tell him I want to quit. He pulls out papers showing a contract with my signature saying, "You owe me a year's worth of work, minimum." I never signed anything. Then he leans in close and says, "If you try to leave, I'll make sure your brother goes to jail. It's illegal to get people into working illegally, and since he's the one who brought you here," he says it so casually. At home that night, my brother finds out and goes completely pale. He admits he's been getting paid commission for bringing me and a dozen other people there. He's crying in our kitchen, and I can't tell our parents because he begs me not to, saying if the owner gets arrested, he'll go down too. I realize I need a plan, so I start paying attention to everything. During lunch break, I ask the woman next to me, "Do you know where the owner keeps his files on us?" Fear fills her face as she grabs my hand and says, "Please don't, he'll hurt you." Her eyes tear up and I squeeze her hand back and reassure her, "I'll be fine." She dries her tears. "He keeps them in his office, 3rd drawer in his desk," she explains. "The owner leaves it unlocked because he thinks we're too scared to do anything." When the owner leaves for lunch and locks us in from outside, I slip into his office. My heart is pounding. The 1st drawer has my designs, at least 20, with his name on them. I take photos even though my hands are trembling. 3rd drawer has the contracts and a ledger showing he pays us $20 per piece, but charges buyers $200. Then I hear footsteps. It's the woman I spoke to. "I thought you'd need help," she says. She and I photograph everyone's contracts, one by one. Over the next 3 days, I talk to multiple workers. 12 agree to give statements against our boss for work conditions. I send everything to the state labor department with every photo and statement. It only took 4 days for 3 investigators with badges to show up. They shut down the operation and interview everyone separately. When it's my turn, I show them my photos. When I come back out, the owner is staring at me. He knows. He starts walking toward me and my brother steps between us. The owner screams, "You sneaky little bitch! You ruined everything!" An investigator has to restrain him with handcuffs as I leave. Now I sew in my bedroom where the door isn't locked.